All right, here we go. We have a 2011 Mercedes E350, and I already got the alternator out. I'm gonna show you guys how to take out this alternator. So let's first 17 millimeter on a tensioner pulley. You push that, you stick the 17 millimeter in there and you push it down. Crack the belt loose. The alternator is usually right there, which is right here. You remove the belt, tuck it right here. Let it sit just like that. Okay, that's good. Now, I want you guys to get familiar with this alternator where the bolts is at. Now you have one bolt here, two bottom bolts here, two bottom bolts here. These are easy to get to taken out. Crack these loose. So the first thing you want to do is you have a connector here. This is 13 millimeter. The 13 millimeter, the connector is right here. You crack that loose with a 13 millimeter socket, which is like this. There's 13 millimeter socket. Right here. You remove the wire first, then you have the clip. You have the connector. You unclip that, you take out the connector. And number one, please disconnect this battery. Disconnect the negative before you do everything. Disconnect the negative. Now, once you take out the connector, and the wire harness, you have, this is what it look like. Let me get you guys familiar with it. So you got two bolts up top and two bolts at the bottom. Now to find out what the ones in the bottom, you just slide your hand right here. You got one right here. And you got one right behind it. Now, once you remove the serpentine belt, this out, that out, and that out. Once that's out, and you took the connectors off like I said, slide the belt to the side, like so. Keep it in place. Then you just wiggle it out. Take your bolts out, and then you wiggle it out. You don't need to remove this valve or anything like that. You just gotta wiggle that shit out, and it should come out. Installing it is gonna be the same way. Like I said, reinstalling is gonna be the same way as you're taking it out. But make sure you disconnect the battery before you do any of this. Now, let's put it back. Show you guys how to put it back. You want to just wiggle it here. You have this little tube. You're just gonna wiggle this shit. 2 hands.